Hi, welcome back to my channel. It is the very last day of February and we have had one of the mildest winters that I can remember the entire time I've been in Ohio, and I am so grateful for that. It has been absolutely beautiful. We've had a few colder days, but nothing that's been our normal February or even normal winter. And so now I am starting my spring cleaning and project checklist. I sat down with Tommy and we wrote out an entire list of things that we are wanting to do. I'm going to review that with you. I'm going to go back over some things that we've done in February and all the things that we've gotten accomplished, some things that we're wanting to accomplish in March. We are having our entire church family over for a big cookout and fellowship and just hang out and fun times. And so there's some projects that we're wanting to get done before they come visit. So I'm going to start working on our list, and that starts now. So let's get going. Some of the projects include cleaning off this front porch just from winter and just dirt and things like that. Muddy paws, do you see the trail of mud leading out to their yard? So I want to hose this off, get it cleaned up. We want to get fresh mulch in the beds, get things cleaned up. We moved a hydrangea bush from right here. It was too close to the house. It was never blooming. It wasn't good for it, so we moved it to a better location. There's a hosta bush that's here that should do much better now that that hydrangea's out of the way, but we're gonna go ahead and remulch this area. And then even after we took care of leaves, there's still a whole bunch of leaves that blow back into our yard as the season progressed, and then up against the fence line, so we're gonna get all that taken care of. We want to mulch that flower bed as well and probably extend it over to the fence line. We have plans to take and put bricks and gravel along the sides of this sidewalk leading up to the house for some curb appeal. Mulching this side as well, similar to the other one. We ran out of mulch at the end of last season. We had enough to keep the weed barrier down, so we want to get more mulch and make that look a little bit better. And as you can see, leaves kind of end up all over our yard all the time. Even after fall and after the leaf cleanup, it happens. Our leaves tend to fall in stages around our yard, and even if we clean them all up, they'll fall from somewhere. So this is something we're dealing with. So we're gonna go ahead and clean those up before spring rains come. But our big project is going to be removing this deck. Now listen, it's a nice deck. However, there used to be a pool. We used to have an above ground pool on the other side of this deck, which was great and wonderful. However, there's not anymore, and there's not a railing here, and it's kind of a drop off, which is not exactly safe. And with kind of how the sun hits this property and this beautiful maple tree in the summertime, putting a pool right here is not the best location. So we made the decision that we're gonna go ahead and remove this deck for safety. We don't really use it much. It just really stores stuff. Chairs sit on it. We don't really sit on it. We hang out more at the fire pit and the picnic table up further up in the yard. So if we can kind of reclaim some of our yard space, that would be great. And we're going to repurpose the wood from that deck and repair some stairs that we have that the wood is just aged and is needing replaced anyway. And that'll be a good use of the deck boards off of this deck. This is the set of steps I'm talking about. This door goes to our back living room that you saw behind our teal Christmas tree in some other videos. And recently when I was cleaning our forgotten living room, this is that door that you see. So it comes out to our driveway, but these stairs aren't really safe. A lot of these boards are rotted, so we're wanting to take a bunch of these up and replace them with the boards from that deck. Since we're not going to be using that deck, I think that would be a fantastic idea to reuse those and not have to purchase brand new wood. And then another big project in a couple days when it really warms up is I'm going to clean and paint the front door. Birdie likes to push open the front door and it results in muddy paws. I found some really good durable paint that's in a darker color so we won't see her muddy paws. And so that's on my list to do. All right, here in the main house we have these columns. Now, while they're nice, they give off the most yellow-orange tone, and it's not the color scheme we're going for. You know that we've changed our island to being this more darker brown color, and that's kind of the tone we're going for. Our floors will be more of a white oak once we get to that point, but the majority of the trim and stuff will be this tone. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of this off because it is really hard to dust in between all these grooves. And we've noticed that spiders like to get in there and just, no thank you. So we're going to take all of that off and we're going to get solid boards and miter the edges and wrap them to where they look like solid beams and do the same thing across the top. So that is one of our projects here. So I went ahead and started that the other day, taking off the pieces of boards. That's kind of fun. Just overall cleaning in the house. I need to finish these knee walls because remember back before Christmas, right before I decorated, I went to finish these and they didn't turn out quite right. And so before I sealed them, I said I want to redo them, but I'm going to wait until after the holiday season. Well, now it's well after the holiday season. And so now I'm ready to go ahead and sand these and get these completely finished. And so that's going to be one of my projects. I need to deep clean the kitchen. We've been really busy the last few weeks, so that's going to be today's project, is getting in here and tackling that. We are moving this deep freezer downstairs. It'll be kind of at the bottom of those stairs. We have another deep chest freezer and we don't have room for it up here, so we're wanting to have those plugged in side by side and out of the way of the long dining table, because we are wanting to have the dining table slide down a little bit and have a little bit more room for people to sit in that back dining room. Some of the other outside projects that we have include fixing some flashing that came off during that windstorm recently. I want to replace our shed doors and get those taken care of. We have some siding loose from that windstorm that I want to take care of. I'm trying to think. And just overall picking up sticks and just trash and lawn care and curb appeal. And then on the inside, touching up paint and a good solid deep clean and getting things tip-top shape and ready for the spring and summer.
it's alright. I'll be right here. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are and you'll be enough. If you're giving me your love, giving me your love. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. I hope who I am is enough for you. If I'm giving you my love, giving you my love, love, love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love. Give me love, give me all your love, give me all your love.
Alright, so the kitchen is as done as it's going to get for right now. There's some pans that needed to soak, things like that. I got the refrigerator somewhat cleaned out. There's more things that need cleaned out, but I'm gonna let the dishwasher go through a cycle because all those leftover dishes, I don't like to clean by hand. I don't know about you. So I'm gonna let that run, let some dishes dry, let some dishes soak. But for the most part, I got a really good start on it. And then I'm gonna finish deep cleaning that. I wanna wipe down all the cabinets, go through all the spices and food and things like that and make sure nothing's expired or about to expire that I need to go through and use. Things like that. Really getting a good deep clean on the kitchen. But now I wanna kind of transition and review the month of February, kind of where we've been. So the beginning of February, we were both very sick, had a head cold. It was a doozy to get through just in time for Valentine's Day. It was lovely. We did fondue at home. If you didn't watch my video where I reviewed this a little bit, definitely go check that out. I'll link it up above. We had so much fun. I highly recommend you do this. It is so easy. It's easy cleanup. It's not that expensive as I was thinking it was going to be, but go check out that video. Then we said goodbye to one of our good friends as he started a new journey to start his dream job as a librarian. So we attended his going away party and said our goodbyes. And then Kaylin had her last basketball game for the season, and now we are preparing for baseball. As it's starting to warm up, we are getting ready to start practicing a lot more, doing some drills and things like that. She's getting excited. She's got her glove and her bat, and she is just over the moon excited to start that season. For us, the hardest part of February this year was it was the 1 year anniversary of losing my father-in-law. And with that, it's been a journey. We are still dealing with closing his estate and the probate process and making sure that everything is taken care of and that we do our due diligence with protecting everybody involved and making sure that things are taken care of and that his will is followed and that feelings aren't hurt and that we stick together as a family. And just his loss is really being felt, and it's hard to keep moving forward sometimes, but every day is a new day and we've got to keep moving forward. We've got these 4 nieces that we get to love on and keep making new memories with, and we've got to remind ourselves of that, and I can't wait to see what the next year brings. Also in February, for those of you keeping track, I am on track with my Bible reading. There were a few days that I got off track, but I got right back on the horse and I am current as of today. So I am still enjoying it just as much as I did last month, and I can't wait to see what March brings. Overall, like I said earlier, we have had some gorgeous weather. We could not ask for better weather in this part of Ohio. I know some other parts of the country have had some crazy weather, some snow, real winter. We didn't this year, and I am so grateful. It's been really nice to be able to be outside and enjoying the spring-like conditions through January and even February. We hit 80 degrees a couple different times this month. Even today we're supposed to hit almost 80 degrees, which is crazy. So we're excited to start tackling these projects and take you along. This will probably be a few weeks process as we tackle these different projects. It'll be several different videos. I will still be popping in with some of my product reviews, so don't worry. It's not all just going to be projects, even though that's what it'll feel like around here. I still do plan on tackling some product reviews. I will be updating you on my keto journey. Spoiler, I'm not currently keto, but I will be transitioning back in very shortly. I started seeing a new doctor who started me on a medication to help with my insulin resistance. So if you don't know what that is, that basically means that my body doesn't use insulin correctly. So becoming keto and remaining keto tends to be very, very difficult. My body fights against it. And so I've been taking that medication for about a month now, and I've lost about 14.5 pounds. I'm not saying that's for everybody, and I'm not currently a medical professional, and so if you think that might be for you, you can go talk to your medical doctor and get advice from them. So again, don't take medical advice. That's not for YouTube. Go talk to your doctor. But that's kind of the steps that I'm taking, and then I plan on using keto as well, and my doctor is completely on board with that. So I'll be updating you on that probably pretty soon in the next few weeks as I start that transition in, and we'll see how it goes. But for now, that's all of February. I want to thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed kind of revisiting February and seeing where we're going in March, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.